7 out of 10. Very surprising, but not completely surprising. Also, I'm going in order of what I saw. Also, last night was bad. Like, not this, but afterwards, I had like I've been watching like Grownish has been airing, but like I watch Modern Family because it's being recorded and it's a half hour, and so I'm like, why not? Whatever. And then I forced myself to watch Designated Survivor because I'm a Kiefer Sutherland fan. Watched Grownish, then I watched Modern Family, then I went to do Designated Survivor, but that wasn't done recording, and I wasn't gonna wait through commercials. So then I went to the Looming Tower, then I fell asleep during the Looming Tower, and then I think I also watched a rerun, but I honestly don't really remember what I watched last night except for the review after this. So it kind of sucks. I know I saw this though, so I'll just get right into this. My I think fifth favorite movie of last year. Maybe it's sixth now, or maybe it was fourth and now it's fifth. But I do know that I have a new favorite of last year when I saw Molly's Game. So it might have been fifth and moved to sixth, or it might have been fourth and moved to fifth. I can't fully remember, but it's in my top 10 of last year. And before I just love Before I Fall. It's probably my second favorite movie of last year in terms of like rewatchability, which if I can rewatch it, that makes it my favorite. Like there's movies that I like more than that I think are better than it, and maybe I liked more than it, but I don't think I'd rewatch as fast as I would Before I Fall. Um, and that came out beginning of March. So I was like, okay, another one with a slightly mythical premise. It's not. I mean, this one's a love story, kind of. The other one was just a teen movie. So, but still, it was a teen movie set in high school with a kind of mythical premise and um, a stuff a novel. And the last one had Zoe Deutsch and Halston Sage, which I love Zoe Deutsch. Halston Sage is one of my favorite actresses. I just love her. She's in a bunch of my favorite stuff. I just think she's great. This one has the writer of Me and Earl and the Dying Girl. So each one has two very strong things coming to it. This just had all the ingredients for success. And I don't like it as much as Before I Fall, but I liked it. And I'm glad I've had time to think about it because the rate 7 is because of a few things. One, I want to watch it again. Two, the storytelling. But three, is it just the fact that I liked it and I wasn't expecting to? I don't know, but anyways, that's my biggest thing though. I mean, I do want to see it again, but when I said biggest thing, I meant the storytelling. I get why people don't like this. It's very straightforward in its storytelling. It kind of just all happens. There's really no like kind of climax or anything. There's no rise and fall. It's just kind of flat. It's like a just someone's story. That I personally really like. I haven't seen it that much, or maybe at all. I just assumed that I would like it, but in this, I did like it. I mean, they tried to like have, like they tried to have helping someone. They tried to have a finale, but they were just delivered in such anticlimactic ways. So I don't know if that was on purpose or if they thought it was climactic and it wasn't, or it wasn't for me. But for what I saw, it felt like it was just consistently just moving the story along. But yeah, that I thought that I would like it, and I ended up loving it. The storytelling way, but also, it felt like 2.5 hours or 3 hours. Like at one point, I was like, "Is this gonna be is this a 3 hour movie?" Like it was feeling really long, but it didn't. That wasn't bad. Like I was enjoying myself the whole time. I was pretty engrossed, surprisingly. I think the biggest thing is Angourie Rice's performance. That's how you say it. I was very surprised. I tried to look it up because I wasn't sure because it was a weird name and she's Australian and that's how you say it. So, Angourie Rice. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't have an accent or anything, but I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. She gives a great performance, and I was trying to remember because like I when I was looking at this movie, I was like, I don't know if it's gonna be good. I'm hoping though, and I knew I was gonna see it because I see everything that I get. And I was like, what do I know her from? She's the daughter in The Nice Guys. And I was like, oh my god, she killed it in that. She was probably, like, I thought she was as good as, like, Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe. Or at least as enjoyable. And I was like, damn, like she hadn't really done anything else besides that. I mean, like maybe something else, but like not really any lead things. And so like then she gets this and she kills it in this. I don't know. She was so hilarious in that. Like I went back and watched some scenes on YouTube, and I was like, that was easily probably the funniest character in the movie. Um, and just the funniest scenes that she was in, and she worked well with Ryan Gosling and with Russell Crowe. So I was really impressed with that. I was really impressed with this. Um, can't remember anything about the director. I can't remember if he had done something before or not, but I know that the writer is the writer of Me and Earl and The Dying Girl, and that's a really good movie. Um, and but that has the advantage of he wrote the book and then he was writing the movie as well. Um, but see, one of the things that kind of he's directed The Vow. So one of the things that kind of screws with this a little bit is that it's a little more sappy and a little less using the premise and trying to be a little interesting and a little out of the box. And the premise might not sound that interesting or that unique at first, but once you see it, like I didn't realize exactly the meaning or extent of what was going on. Like I thought it was one thing, but then I get in and it's another thing, and I was like, oh, that's interesting, and it kind of added a little more stakes to it, rather than just what I thought was happening before. And it could have been more boring if what had happened before. But it's the director of The Vow, and it's not obviously I don't think it's a bad movie, but I think if it and I was thinking about this, and it's only because it's from the writer of Me and Earl and The Dying Girl. But if it was the director of that, it would probably be better. But if they just would have had a better director, I think that it would have been a little more entertaining, or at least more people would have liked it. But honestly, I really don't have that many problems with this. I think that it's as good as this kind of a movie can be. I don't think it's quite as good as Before I Fall, which I've compared it to a couple times, but it's up there. One of the things that the reason it's not as strong as that is that it's and Gowrie Rice really carries the movie. I mean, like the support, the co-star. It's not really a co-star. I'll admit that it was pretty seamless. Like I felt like it was always that same person, but like I mean, like Debbie Ryan is in there. Like most of her scenes are in a car. She's in there for like probably 5 or 10 minutes total, and then Maria Bello is in there for like 5 or 10 minutes total. And she's got some friends, but they're not really used. It's basically Gowrie Rice and this one character that never looks the same. So, you know, that's one of the weaknesses. I wish there would have been a supporting character or something. But then again, she throughout the whole movie doesn't really think that she can tell anyone. So, yeah. But you know, for what it was interesting, and it's one of the better movies of the year. I mean, it's probably going to get kicked out of the top 10 by the end of the year, but as of right now, I'd say it's one of my favorite movies of the year, and it would probably be in the top 10 if I did a top 10 of the last, like, 2 months. Oh my god, it's March 1 right now. So the last 2 months, yeah. Okay. But, like, January and February, you don't really expect much. Even March, you don't really expect much. Or April. May is when it kind of starts to get really good. It gets into the summer stuff, and then after that, you get into the Oscar stuff. But like the first like quarter of the year, a little over a quarter, is just you don't really expect much. But yeah, so that's it. 7 out of 10. But that was at the beginning and in the description, so you didn't have to watch this video. Thanks for watching, guys. Press that like button if you like the video. Press that subscribe button if you like me. Comment below. Have you seen this? If you have, what you think about it? Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video, which is a Grownish review. Bye.